Rest in peace.
Attempted cookies after
Can't
2
believe
steps.
2 seconds in, we've messed it up. Hey, it's Liz, and I'm here with
Abby!
And we are baking Christmas wait, no, I don't say that first. I say whatever day it is, but I don't know what day it is. It might be Tuesday. We're baking Christmas cookies anyways, with a twist. What is that twist?
Vegan, gluten-free, and just allergen-free for the most part.
You can adjust the thing so that it doesn't kill you when you eat it. I will be putting the recipe that we're using in the description box below. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna do okay as far as baking goes, because I mean, I think I'm a good baker.
I think.
I mean, we should be okay.
I'm competent.
But I also did mess up, as you saw in the beginning, so
we'll see how it goes.
Who knows? Anyways, we are going to be using two and a half cups plus a
tablespoon.
Yeah, 2.5 cups plus a tablespoon of gluten-free all-purpose flour.
Half a cup of dairy-free, we're using soy milk.
1 1/4 cups of white sugar.
Half a cup of any non-hydrogenated oil, we're using coconut.
1 teaspoon of baking powder.
4 teaspoons of or less of xanthan gum. It says to use guar gum, but less if you're using xanthan. Since we're using all xanthan, we'll probably use like 3.
First, preheat the oven to
325 degrees Fahrenheit.
The thing it says. I'll put in the measurements for Celsius at the bottom when I'm editing. Okay, so stop. I mean, not that you have a choice because I just interrupted the video. Before you listen to anything we're about to tell you, first of all, when you're mixing dry ingredients, what you're going to do is you're going to mix the flour, the xanthan or guar gum, and the baking powder.
But not the sugar.
Not the sugar. The sugar goes in the bowl with the coconut oil or whatever oil and the milk. Before you use the coconut oil, if you're using coconut oil, melt that ish.
Otherwise, it will be solid when going in the oven, and it will create pockets of liquid oil.
We're not professionals. So yeah, this has been a helpful tip from Abeliz from the future.
Yes.
First things first, combine all dry ingredients into a bowl. Just the dry ingredients.
So
just the dry ingredients.
I will move them away.
Measure me up. The unacceptable things begin.
Okay.
Alright.
And then we need 1 1/4 cups of white sugar.
A shot every time Liz swears under her breath in German.
Obligative vlog.
I know, I'm doing it all the time.
Funny because my brother and I don't know hardly any German, but then we do know swear words, so we'll just call each other them all the time. It's great. Great something like that.
Gotta get the sugar off of my hands. So apparently, the only things you were supposed to mix together of the dry ingredients were the baking powder and the xanthan gum. And then the sugar was supposed to go in a bowl with the milk and the shortening, and then you slowly add in the flour. But that kind of sounds dumb, because why would it say all dry ingredients when it should have said baking powder and xanthan gum? But you know what? Mistakes have been made. No one cares. Let's do it. We should have read the whole recipe. Don't say anything snarky in the comments.
I said pro tip, so I don't know which is better.
Also take a shot every time Liz screams.
1 teaspoon? Yes.
Slightly less than 4, so we'll do 3 1/2. Okay.
Try and get a smaller measuring spoon if you can't estimate stuff.
I mean,
I'm sure you can. I can't.
Eyeball it. It'll probably be fine. There's supposed to be a thing there.
Oh, oops. That might have helped.
Maybe.
I didn't. See, I saw that and then disregarded it completely.
Alright.
This is how often I make food. That's not a sandwich.
So, you can stir this, being the guest on the channel.
I thought you were going to say satanic for a second.
Yup, that's what we're doing. Oh man, we're so off center. I don't know, move this way, I guess.
Almost dropped the bowl as well.
Dance. You know what? It is time for some close-up cam moments. Mixing the stuff in the bowl all the dry ingredients, too many of the dry ingredients, but you know
Because
what?
all does not mean all, apparently.
Yeah, seriously, that was very unclear. Sorry, I'm motion sick from watching this. I don't know how to record a baking video. Close up of the flour. Do you think
That's probably good.
that's probably fine? Next up, we're gonna be mixing the milk and other stuff.
In the oil.
Yeah, so we're doing what? How much?
Half cup of milk.
Just a half cup of milk. Alright. Then half cup of oil. Jesus, take the wheel. I am about to mess this up. Whew. Okay. Solid pour.
Almost splashed out.
But it didn't! They say you should clean up as you make stuff, but I mean...
Who does that?
You know, alright. How much coconut oil?
Half.
Some solid stuff. Okay.
Forgot the non-hydrogenated stuff is a solid.
Uh-huh.
I learned that a couple of years ago.
Oh my gosh, I can't get this out. Ah. Okay. Stop screaming, self. You know,
That's about half a cup.
how difficult coconut oil is to use.
Yeah. They can't even see the bowl.
They can't. Ah! We're short. This camera is up very high. Where did I put the whisk?
Mix. It's supposed to be fluffy. Oh, which is why the sugar. So maybe we can just add it and it'll work out. Imagine your mom coming back and we're back where we started when she left.
Hoping for the best. So I'm gonna be holding and mixing, and you slowly pour it in.
Slowly, as we learned.
A little faster than that.
Okay. I wasn't sure how much had gone in.
Basically, you're gonna keep stirring until it's a dough. So I'm gonna exchange this whisk for another spatula.
Seasonally appropriate spatula. These are really cool. I've never seen a spatula with stuff like inside it.
Why did I do that? That was nice.
Did you lick it? Why not?
All right.
Then I can stir it.
How is this? I'm thinking about putting it in my mouth, but I remember from baking at Halloween that that's not a good idea. So long story short, we did this wrong, and we're hoping for the best now.
Maybe it'll work. Maybe it doesn't. Chemistry is frustrating sometimes. I'm thinking this might not work. This does not look like a dough.
Here, the close-up cam. Gonna get in here. We're just gonna...
Love how I have to stand on my tiptoes to, like, get the right angle.
Gotta be kidding me!
We're gonna be behind where we were.
Another pro tip. Eyeball it. Add things when you see things need to be added. I'm using more milk. And you know what? There's a chance that it wasn't even our fault for doing it in the wrong order.
Because
maybe
the
there just
instructions
wasn't enough.
And the instructions are weird.
Right. I feel like our only bants have so far been about how much we've messed up.
Yeah.
Are there any other bants
Not that we filmed, I don't think.
that we could think of?
Just about how comparing us to bad things that we've said because of things. Other ways we've messed up.
Thinking of a joke. Gonna hit you up with mad bants. Just
I realize I should probably pause this.
Probably.
Not just like film the floor,
Yeah.
keep filming it while you talk.
Okay. Do I know any jokes? I'm not a funny person. I don't know. I can't have pants. Here I am thinking, well, at least it's not going to be a flop like whenever Dan and Phil do something. Because
Yeah,
I'm better than them. I'm superior to them.
When she asked me if I wanted to do this, I said, I don't know, I'm not that good at baking. And she said, oh, it'll be easy. It's just cookies. How could we mess up cookies?
Ah!
So these may taste very strong, even though this is unflavored, but you know what? It's good. We believe in you, dough. Please become dough.
I don't think there was enough milk in this recipe, okay? Say what you want about how badly we did, but look.
That's actual dough now.
Exactly. You know. Oh my gosh, there's still more flour down here. Okay, this is going to be a trial and error thing. And I'm saying that because, like, look. When you make a vegan recipe, there's always a chance it's going to work if you use the exact same ingredients that the person used. We have no idea what this person actually used, though. So, you know, because it's all generic words that mean ingredients, and then you use what you can have. We're using what we can have.
Which all work differently because chemistry is a thing, and it's annoying.
Right. But, yeah. Oh, man. It's a sticky dough.
That's probably good.
So because the dough was a little bit wet, we let it chill for about, what, like an hour?
Probably.
But now we are going to be rolling it out, and when you roll out dough for cookies, put flour everywhere so that it doesn't stick, especially if you're dealing with dough that was sticky. So, yeah, your hands, your rolling pin, your table a little, just, you know? And then...
I just got flour in my eye. My friend itching was like trying to find the least floury spot possible.
Here is the dough. That is very intimate with the rolling pin.
Said I think an eighth of an inch thick. Although maybe we shouldn't trust the recipe anymore.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. Recipes are nice, but like, look.
Yeah.
It's impossible to follow one completely because there's just too many factors.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I think this looks okay.
Cool.
It's a solid size.
This is cool.
Alright. Just a couple of coconut oil chunks.
Oh shit.
We probably should have melted it before mixing it in. Oh.
Is that a thing you're supposed to do?
Melt the coconut oil?
No, we mashed it.
Oh, looks like you got melted.
We made so many mistakes. It's okay.
Maybe they'll cancel out. Lesson learned. Melt the coconut oil.
Yeah. We've made more mistakes than I was anticipating making. Here I was all like, yes, baking. I know how to do that. Alright.
Cookies are easy. You can do that.
Pro tip. Hit record. The second plunk. Trying not to make a... See, I think about what noise could I make? And then the first noise that comes to mind is a noise that, like, Phil would make.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not a noise that you should make right now.
Yeah. Ooh.
That was a satisfying thing. Alright. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Keep them pretty spaced. I love this because they're like puzzles, you know?
Yeah.
And you figure out how to get the most
You
info.
yeah. Without having to like re-roll it 50 times.
Right. Like, once is okay, but...
Twice? Any more than 2
pushing it,
times.
you know?
Yeah. I just did this raw. I just did this upside down.
Well, it works.
It works.
Flip it. Flip it. It's,
That's what you meant by flip it. Let's not make that mistake twice.
I feel like I always somehow make a mistake when it comes to doing this, but no, this is actually going really well. They're sticking in the cookie cutters, and then
They
they're
aren't
going right
getting
to
deformed.
Right. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this part we're nailing.
Late, because we've got a lot of snow lately.
Oh,
And I like it. But
We
it is
are
cold.
gonna have a white Christmas.
I don't actually know when the last time I had a white Christmas was. I'm very excited.
Honestly, us neither, though.
Yeah.
It hasn't...
Because, like, I've been up here for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just hasn't snowed here.
Yeah.
What's like a word for thick that isn't thick?
I don't think there's, like, chunky, but that's bad as well.
That's worse.
You can do this one again, because it looks cool. And I've never seen one like this before.
Those match my earrings.
They do.
You do. Here, look. Is it getting my ear?
Up a little bit. Hold on. No, it was just a bunch of your hair there. I was about to say this is a thick part.
Press. Oh my gosh.
Because, like, this is a thicker side of the dough.
It
but
is.
I don't... Can't say
I hate the memes. I love the memes. I'm lying.
I both love and hate the memes.
Would you like to do the honor of re-rolling the dough?
Oh.
Abby shall re-roll the dough. This is a good dough, though. Like, it's not a...
Yeah.
I don't think that I've ever made, like, a dough that actually came out this nicely. So, you know what? We might have done it wrong. We might have forgot to melt the coconut oil.
Tall cookies.
Tall. That one's upside down.
But, oh, oops. Same mistakes.
So you're gonna need to cook them for like only 6 to 8 minutes, because while they're cooling, they'll still be cooking on the pan, because that's, you know,
How
whatever.
it works.
We have 3 though, so we're gonna have to. I didn't set a timer. I'm smart. Anyway,
It's 9:34. 9:40. We can look at them.
all right. Anyways, so yeah, it's better not to set a timer because the dog will freak out. So we will be waiting for like 18 minutes, but yeah, in the meantime, do whatever you gotta do. Okay, so on to the icing while the cookies are baking. Taking a while because they're a bit tall.
That's one way to put it. They're not small cookies.
They are not. You're gonna take a bite and you're gonna be like, ooh, that is a cookie. So there's probably measurements, but to be honest, icing is not a difficult thing to make, and you don't really need a recipe.
We did say that with the cookies.
No, we didn't.
But we said they were
following a
easy to
recipe.
make.
Oh. Well, icing is actually easy to make because
Sure.
there's like 2 ingredients.
Yeah.
So what you need is confectioner's sugar, or powdered sugar, as I learned in the 9th grade when I used granulated sugar to make this. Oops. Those were some crunchy topped cookies. You need a bit of that, a bit of a liquid. Could be milk, could be water. We're going to be using this
Add some
unflavored soy milk.
to it, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. So, and basically, you're dissolving that, but we are going to, first of all, add a tiny amount of okay? Look, this might be a small bottle. You could destroy a country with this stuff. Tiny.
Not even exaggerating.
No.
Part of me has always wanted to just dump like half a bottle of that into something and see how it tastes.
Also, avoid the temptation. Smells amazing. If you get it on your hand, don't lick it.
It's so gross.
It's a bad idea. It's mostly alcohol.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's how you achieve an extract.
Oh.
You dump it in vodka.
I did not know that.
And then, if you're feeling extra wild, you can give it a flavor. And we're going to be, again, a little bit of peppermint.
It's Christmas.
For the fun part, decorating. Though this whole thing has been pretty
Interesting.
wild. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. All right, Abby. Would you like to start with the explanations of your creations?
It's supposed to be a snowflake. Not sure if it really looks like one.
It's a lovely snowflake. It's beautiful.
Then there's a star because I gave up on inspiration. Semi-Christmassy present.
Nice.
And then a failed attempt at an ornament.
No, that's a beautiful ornament. So, you know, the line ones are kind of like the needles, right? And these are like the bubbles. So, there we go. This is a star covered in Christmas trees, because what are you going to do for a star? We have no yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Here is a Santa hat, but I
Lovely
feel
Santa
like
hat.
it went a little far with the black icing on the outline.
It's a good contrast.
And then this candy cane, which
Yes.
I mean, I feel like it's alright.
Yeah, it's good.
It's alright, you know? And finally,
The angel.
this is an angel. And I was like, what references have we been making this whole video, you know? Den and Phil references. Who's an angel? Phil Lester is an angel. So it's literal angel Phil Lester. What's the verdict?
Good.
Nice.
That was really good.
Nice verdict.
Taste the coconut.
I would imagine. How's
And
the
and
mint?
vanilla. Yeah.
So the coconut kind of evens out that intense mint flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Good, good. Woo! That was crunchy.
It is.
This is one of the thinner ones. I think these were the ones that were won, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Can definitely get the mint and the coconut,
Mm-hmm.
you know? It's a good cookie. I feel like the thick ones are gonna probably taste a little better because they have a little more substance, but all around, we done good. And those are cookies.
Good cookies.
Solid recipe, and you know, it's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's allergen-free. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
Leave a comment below, and if you have not done so yet, subscribe, because there's, I don't even know how many more to go.
You can also follow me, and I'll
That's...
put her, what, Tumblr and Wattpad?
Yeah.
Put her Tumblr and Wattpad in the description box. Check her out. She's just a lovely human. She writes things. She's cute. Be a bro. Share this video with another bro. And
now subscribe.
because there are
more to come.
4 more videos to go.